Every man has a toilet, and every man has a story. This is my toilet. This is my story. These are my toilet stories.
When I wake up, I wake up in kind of the same way every day. You know, I stumble out of bed. I I take my long trip to the bathroom to drop my morning deuce. And, go downstairs, have a Pop-Tart, watch some TV. And when it comes to the TV part, I only watch a couple of shows. I either watch, some NBA highlights because I'm a baller. I like that. I like seeing guys do crazy stuff. But yeah, I like that. But I also like watching Nat Geo Wild, because some pretty crazy stuff goes on. For example, the other day, I was watching this show about whales. Like humpback whales and blue whales and killer whales, which, they're not even technically whales, but orcas. The black and white ones are Shamu, but evil. And it was talking about how the orcas, they hunt the little baby calf humpback whales. And this one in particular thing was about the mother protecting the child, and the mother swims like underneath the baby, kind of elevates it to, because the way the orcas, they'll come up and ram into it and try to knock it off and eat it, but the mother's like suffocates herself because she can't breathe with the baby on top of her, suffocates herself to save her child. And after, I don't know, 20 minutes of that grueling gauntlet, she beat him off like the pack, like five orcas she beat off to save her baby. It was pretty amazing. I like that. And then I was watching this other thing, by far the best I've seen on Nat Geo in a while. It's called Rise of Black Wolf. It's about this black wolf that's born, and he's got a mom, and the mom's young, so she lives with the grandparents and like in the wolf pack. Raise them, teaches them to hunt a little bit more, and then Black Wolf just goes off on his own one day because he's had enough, I guess. He goes off and he starts like messing around with this tough like pack of wolves. Instead of fighting like most wolves do, he like antagonized and then ran away to a place he knew they wouldn't follow. And then he went back and he kept shagging all the females. So, boss move, And then he left that one. And then he started a pack with like 5 other male wolves, and they tore shit up, Then one day he disappears and dies, and it's crazy. He lived like double the lifespan of all wolves. Crazy. My sister gave me crap about watching it, but then I turn it on and she's hooked. Because nature is fascinating. The animal world is so simple. You're either strong or you die. And there's no dating process. You show your wings and like, oh, look how big I am, or do a little dance, and then you have babies with someone else. That's all there is to it. I mean, why can't I have that? It's just crazy. And watching all this stuff, it makes me think, like, if I had to be an animal, what kind would I want to be? So I've seen a decent amount of documentaries, so I know, who's really in trouble, or what animals are kind of safe, and I would want to be an elephant. I feel it's kind of hard to die as an elephant. Realistically, I see myself as a turtle. Not a sea turtle, just a slow land turtle. Tortoise, maybe. Can't even go in my shell. Just sitting there, alone, inching my way over to the patch of grass. Traveling slow. Always wandering. Never knowing what's around the turn. Turtle!